Welcome everybody to the fourth episode of the Hivecast, the Utah Smash podcast. I'm your host, Fleepy, and today we have with us a very special guest star. Ash is a streamer, commentator, and Pikachu main in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He's trying to stream every day, so of course I'm going to link his Twitch in the description below, and he usually streams Smash and Pokemon. Welcome, Ash.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We have a lot of stuff to go over today, so let's get straight into it with our, seems like weekly Slopes Arcade information. The High School Showdown happened yesterday, January 9th, and Temporary Plan, unsurprisingly, won the entire tournament over Skylofty got second, and Soba got third. Do you see any... Yeah, there were. Is there any sets that stood out in your mind?
When you look over High School Showdown, like number 4 specifically, the first thing that comes to my head was Winners Finals and Grands Finals with Temp and Skylofty. The first one, they went Rainbow Cruise.
Are you serious?
And then, yeah, they went Rainbow Cruise Game 1, and then random dittoed the rest of it.
Yeah, obviously there's a...
Temp really taking it easy.
Yeah, there's a fine line, obviously. Not fine line, there's a big line between, like, those two, and, like, Soba, maybe, and everyone else in terms of skill. So, of course, they're just gonna take it easy. And then the Corporate Clash is going to be happening this Saturday, as always. But, since this is pre-recorded, Valor won last time, and Banana Boy got second. So, good stuff to both of them. I think Banana Boy... I feel like Banana Boy used to be a lot better since he was second in the state, but now he's around 5th. What do you think was the cause of that?
I disagree. Honestly, it's more just because of school and other things. He hasn't even been in Utah much. Like, he hasn't, like, shown up to a lot of events recently.
Yeah, he's also been having to work on his YouTube.
I still think he's around 2nd or 3rd in the state. Like, he's still a solid player. He's in contention at least.
Yeah, and speaking of rankings, let's get straight into the new season. As you all know, the new year has just started. Happy New Year, everybody. And with the new year comes a new season and a new year of Smash Ultimate. Would you mind reading last season's Winter 2019 PR plus GTX rankings, just the top 10?
Our top 10, at least on the True Skill or bracket, we have Best Nest, Pixel, Valor in our top 3 right now, with Creek shortly following after at 4th, BBW 5th, Mint and Temp 6th and 7th. I'm Tendo at 8th, Tiberius at 9th, and Frozen at 10th, with Koku falling just barely out of it with 11th, and Fusion, yep, not too far behind.
Yeah, I think it was, people might say it was a bit of a sleeper season because a lot of people couldn't attend as many events, but I think it was a pretty good season. GTX, there was a few upsets, like Valor upset Vandarian.
Wasn't it in Squad Strike though?
Yeah, that's true, but still, Tendo also beat.
Tendo did upset him in singles. Right?
Yeah, that is crazy. And then Best Nest got 9th when he honestly could have probably gone top 2. So, but the new season has started. We've got about 3 tournaments, I think, right now. First is obviously Best Nest. Second is Valor. Krieg is 3rd, and Galdera is 4th. Banana Boy 5th. Temp 6th. Pixel 7th, which is kind of surprising, although he hasn't really been to a lot of tournaments right now. Tiberius 8th, 9th, Mint and 10th, with Soba and Extra Biddles below them. Basically, if you don't know, Extra Biddles is this Incineroar main who came to the Land King last week, got 5th, I believe, and just DQ'd in loser's side, beat Valor in winner's side. It was something really crazy, a big underdog story.
He ended up beating Frozen, Valor, and Fusion.
That's actually
nuts. And
nuts.
then just falling to Tibbs.
Yeah, that just left. DQ'd himself.
Well, he left with his carpool at that time, so.
Yeah. I hope to see him
it's
again.
Not like he's like, oh, I lost.
I hope to see him again, and maybe he'll make PR this season since he just has super good first tournament on his resume.
I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to, like, matchup knowledge. I mean, that's the thing about Incineroar as a character, is, like, you'll probably lose to him the first time, but, like, the more you play the matchup, the easier it is to just beat him. So I think a lot of that could have been matchup experience for Valor, and, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, because there's just not a lot of Incineroars in Utah. The only one that comes to mind is Raphael, so...
You also have Orion in
Oh, yeah, Cache Valley.
you don't see it, or is he cash?
I think so.
But we don't see him a ton, right? So
Yeah.
it's hard to get a lot of matchup knowledge on this anymore.
Yeah. Now I'd like to go back to the topic of Pixel for a second. The PR is going to be in shambles when February starts, since BestNess is quote-unquote retiring after Genesis 7, and Pixel's going on a mission in February. So
That's true.
there's going to be a big throne war for the first place in the state. I think some likely contenders are now Krieg, Temp, Banana Boy, Tiberius, Mint. All of them are very
top 10.
Yeah, they're very close together. Who do you think is the best out of them all, though?
Valor.
Valor? Alright.
Valor or Krieg. Valor's playstyle just kind of destroys Utah right now. He's very patient, and it really just plays numbers for him in these matchups. Like, everyone, like, most of the characters in our top 10, like, if you look, like, Yoshi and PT and Lucina and, like, ZSS really like that rush down, like, bait and punish playstyle, right?
Yeah.
And Valor just plays passive and works around all of it with Sonic and Inkling.
It's true. He
So,
kind
like,
of...
the way...
Yeah?
He either, like, he does a really good job of gauging skill. Like, he knows when he has to just play rush down and just stomp you, rather than
just be patient.
Make the mistake.
Yeah, right now he's kind of countering the PRs. It's gonna be interesting to see how it all goes down. In Melee news, there's absolutely nothing. The season has just started, again, for Utah Smash in general, so it's kind of been not very eventful the past few weeks. But finally, there is some Project M news. I will be holding a tournament in February on the 15th in North Ogden called Trophy Tussle. Of course, I'm going to be linking in the description below. It's going to be a Ultimate and P+ tournament. I'm trying to get Your Face. Do you know who that is?
I have no idea.
He is the #1 in Utah Project M, and he's usually on like the Clips of the Week and stuff for like the main PM Clips of the Week account. So I'm trying to get him to come. Hopefully he will be able to. And if any of you are interested in PM, there's not a lot of tournaments, so I definitely recommend coming to this one. Now for the interview part. Ash, you are a commentator for Slopes Arcade. So obviously you've been commentating for every single tournament, or have you missed any at all?
I have not missed any yet.
Yeah.
And I don't think I will, actually. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's good. But let's see. What have been your favorite sets to commentate so far in Corporate Clash or High School Showdown?
I think that honestly, by far was actually this yesterday, at the time recording. There was during random ditas with Temp and
Skyloftian. Yeah.
They had a Mario versus Falcon, and it was really cool to watch them just like press buttons and destroy each other.
Yeah, was
like,
that
honestly,
Winners Finals?
Yeah, that was Winners Finals. Grand Finals was a little more like interesting,
serious, yeah.
But it was a little more serious, but like but they still dittoed. Like they didn't do random, but they just dittoed each other on random like different characters.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah, they never take any set seriously.
Will there be any Slopes Arcade VODs released? Because I know you can find them on Twitch, but will they ever be released on YouTube, individual sets?
From what I don't know about individual sets, but the tournaments might get uploaded as a whole eventually. I do know that for most of them, if not all of them, they have been also locally recorded.
Oh, okay. With
as
like
well.
a capture card, or just recording the gameplay?
Through OBS the same way they've been like recorded and streamed at the exact same time. So
are you going to be commentating the finals, or is that just going to be something that the big Smash community commentators are going to be doing, like EE and Korea?
Right. A lot of that's still up in the air. From what I've heard, I don't think I'll be commentating any of the invitational, right?
Okay.
The actual
all the top players.
Players showing up. Right?
Quickly. Also, I've heard around that that's actually an A tier, kind of like how Smash Summit is an S tier. Right. It's kind of crazy because that's gonna be big for PGR in general, since it's an invitational with all the top players.
The other really cool thing that happens is if what's the word I'm thinking of? There's also a Land King monthly, like literally right afterwards. So that's pretty huge too.
Oh, for Smash Royale, are you going to be commentating that as well?
I'm going to do my best to get on for that.
Okay, yeah, Land King is basically like a C tier. Every once in a while, just there's always at least like 100 entrants. But the finals, the finals are going to be huge for Slopes Arcade. I've heard around that there's going to be like a bunch of setups for friendlies. There's going to be like machines. There's going to be arcade machines, discovery bunkers, all sorts of things, and that's on January 30th and 31st. If you attend the high school events or the corporate clash events, you could automatically go for free. But if anyone else would like to go, you could buy tickets. I'll link in the description below, because it's going to be a very cool event, and I hope they could do it next year. Do you think they will be able to do a high school showdown and corporate clash next year? The whole Slopes Arcade thing?
I think it depends on how the final events go for them, right?
Like, do you think they'll get a lot of viewers?
I think it's definitely a possibility. I think once you put top 20 players
on
in
the
one
stream,
together,
yeah, I think they could get. I think easily 10,000 viewers.
I'd say anywhere from 2 to 3.
2 to 3,000, really?
I mean, it's because it doesn't have a big name. It's not run on like a VG Bootcamp or like 2GG, which already have followers, right?
I guess that's true. This is the first
They're
year.
building from the ground up, so
yeah.
I'm giving it generous amounts. I think at least we will have 1,000.
1,000, yeah. I think that'd be really good to get the word around and all that stuff. How were you found as to be a commentator for these events?
So I was reached out to. I got in contact with the owner of Game Tyrant with some work through GTX and Tail, who works a lot with them, and he extended out an invitation to me for it. And because I had shown interest to him in the past.
Huh. So they just accepted?
I mean, yeah, they looked through a lot of GTX stuff and other things. We're like, yeah, we can give this a shot. So,
how did you practice? How I think commentating?
A lot of practice came through just being comfortable on camera through high school, and as well as streaming on my own.
So just getting to know audiences.
You just really gotta be like comfortable and confident. Like, something that's always been told is act like you have 1,000 viewers even when you have to, right? Like, you really gotta show an air of confidence. Otherwise, it sounds like you're bored, which is not what you want.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Any other questions? Do you have any questions for me? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ash, for coming on to the Hivecast. I hope you enjoyed the interview and talking about Utah Smash in general.
Yeah, it's been really cool. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, alright, see ya. And thank you, the viewer, for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'm trying to grow the Hivecast, so every view, every subscribe, all of that helps. If you enjoyed, like the video. If you didn't, dislike the video. If you really liked it, then please consider subscribing. And if you are like in love with the Hivecast for some reason, then please consider joining the Patreon. It's only about $1 a month, or just $1 in general. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.